Welcome back. Chris Rader here for another edition of Tech Talk. Chris, thanks for coming by.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning. We're talking all things soccer this morning because I was, I was a former soccer player.
That's right.
And I saw this thing. It's a really kind of cool thing from MIT. This is a four-legged. Tell us a little bit about the robots nowadays.
Yeah. So this is a quadrupedal robot, which means it has 4 legs, and then a bi would be 2 legs, absolutely. But the great thing about this one is there's a camera on the front of this robot, and the camera is looking at the ball, and it just transitioned from a grass surface to the
sand. It can do snow as well. So this next one up here is actually the Robo Cup. I pulled this. This is last year's final, which is, these things are pretty impressive. They're scoring goals all left and right, like right there.
It's amazing. It's amazing that these robots can do this. I mean, we as humans process a lot of information, and when you think of a self-driving car, it's processing a lot of information, and it's proven that self-driven car, without any flaws in the programming, to be clear, is actually safer than a human.
Wow.
But to think that these robots, I mean, look at this. Look at these robots playing soccer.
So these are bipods too. So we talked, the first thing we talked about was the quad pod. This is the bipods, which these guys kind of look a little bit more human.
These look a little more human. There's another one called Sophie, who you can Google out there and check it out. But it actually has human characteristics. Like the face can actually have inflections and deflections, like you're doing right now, Ryan. It looks just like you. I don't know if it has as much hair though.
But this is important. Just look at what robots have accomplished in the past 10 years. I mean, what's going to happen in the next 10 years? I mean, who knows if they're going to be able to, sense touch. Right now it's kind of limited, but there are experiments with that stuff.
Right. If they can sense touch, and then we integrate artificial intelligence in these robots. We had a drone clean the top of the Cajun Dome with soap, right? So no one climbed to the top of the Cajun Dome. We cleaned it with a drone. But can you imagine these doing disaster relief? These tornadoes just came through. Can you imagine sending a bunch of robots out in the field and then picking up debris?
Wow.
Think about that for a minute.
I hadn't thought about that. Well, I know with the nuclear deal, the meltdown that happened in Japan, they did send robots in there. Right. But I never thought about hurricane and tornado relief. That it would be really nice, beneficial.
So, we don't want to put humans in harm's way when we need to take care of other humans that have already been in that position. But robots are going to be a great use for that. And I think that's a real positive, because there's a lot of negatives, right? Yeah. With war and other things. But boy, I'm so excited about this. I think I have a new subject for reading and studying.
I love it. Another exciting edition of Tech Talk. Chris Rader. Chris, always such a pleasure to have you on News 15 today.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, we're going to kick it over to Adam Olivier. Adam, can you believe they washed the Cajun Dome with a drone?
Yeah, we actually saw it a few times because we have our News 15 tower camera that was watching that. But in the meantime, we're looking at I-10 and I-49 where the traffic is moving along. We're going to be looking for some changes in your forecast, that in 2 minutes.